Hello, I'm Tim Stiles. I'm here with the MUFIC Songwriter of the Month for March 2018, my friend Ron Bushey. How you doing, Ron?
I'm doing fine, Tim. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for being here. When did you first start playing music?
I started playing music when I was in high school. I was a teenager. I was in a little rock and roll band, you know. We played during my high school years, and then when I left high school, I, quit playing music for a little while.
When did you start writing your own music?
Well, it was back in the '70s when I had joined the Navy, and when I got stationed in Washington D.C., I had met a friend of mine, and he was a pretty polished musician, and I started playing the guitar again a little bit, and I started writing lyrics, but I wasn't writing music to it, so he would put the music to it, and I would do the lyrics, and we kind of collaborated, and that's how I really got started in writing songs.
Have you been playing ever since then?
No, after I left Washington D.C. in the late '70s, I played a little bit for the next couple of years, and then I kind of put the guitar down, and one thing led to another. You know, kids came along and job and all that kind of stuff, and the music kind of took a back seat. And over the years, my wife kind of encouraged me to start playing again. But I got playing golf, I got playing doing other things, and music just kind of kept sitting in the back row someplace. And anyway, when I retired in 2006, my wife was still bugging me to play the guitar, and she said, we had our friend that I collaborated with in back in the '70s was visiting us one year, and that year that I retired, and she asked him to go out and buy her a guitar because she was going to learn to play the guitar. And I think that was just her way of saying, maybe if I do it, he'll start playing again. Well, lo and behold, he gets the guitar for her, and she gets a couple books and this and that. And I think it was 2 days later, she fell and fractured her arm in 7 places, and she couldn't play guitar. So I don't know why I picked it up, and I haven't put it down since. And then I remembered, the songwriting became in the forefront of my mind again, and then I just started writing songs. And then once I started doing that, I went online, and I was trying to find some other songwriters in the area, and I saw this group that said Songwriters Monday night at Sunfire, and I thought it was a group of folks that just got together and talked about songwriting and maybe collaborated and did things like that. So I went down, and it wasn't that at all. It was just an open mic night for songwriters, and I did bring my guitar that night, but I had no intention of playing. But Susie Summers, she said, "Hey, why don't you play?" And I said, "I don't know why I did." I said, "Okay." And then it was not a great experience because I was nervous and this and that, but the people there were so encouraging, and I kind of fell into that group, and which became the Outlaw Songwriters, and you and a lot of other folks have encouraged me along the way, and I just it's now my passion to do it.
Who are some of your influences for writing?
Most of my influences, I would say, come from the what I call classic country genre. Hank Williams, George Jones, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. People that sang back in the '50s and '60s, and it was the storytelling that was really part of it. And when you listen to a country song, it's a story, and it's more about the lyrics than it is about the music. And that's basically what influences me. If you listen to most of my songs, they're mostly, I don't do too many rock and roll, but mostly country, what I call Americana folk country. It kind of falls into that kind of genre.
Well, speaking of listening to your music, I had the opportunity to work on your CD last year.
Oh yeah, that was that was on my bucket list to do. I had recorded my songs just by myself, with my guitar, and it wasn't that great of a production, but I always wanted to go in the studio and have a full production, a full band sound behind my music, just to see what it sounded like. It was on my bucket list to do. And I know that I approached you back in about, it'll be 2 years this winter when I approached you. And you said you had some ideas for my music, so I went in the studio and we did it. And it was one of the, I think that's the highlight of my music career is having that done. And it's just, it was more than what I expected it to be. It just turned out exceptionally well.
Well, it was an honor to work on it with you, Ron, and I think you're doing a song off of it today, right?
Yeah, I thought, well, I'm going to do the title song off the Whiskey Train. It was the title song of the CD, which kind of generated how we were going to do the CD. So, and in fact, during the production of the CD, I wrote one of the tracks of it, and it was all about whiskey anyway. Well, I think when people, a lot of comments I get, I said, "Boy, you must like to drink." But strangely enough, I don't drink hardly at all.
It's funny how that worked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing with you today, Ron.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it as well.
All right. Ron Bushey, everybody.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Got an old Ford pickup, some worn out shoes, ball cap that says tequila, and a bottle of Jim Beam. I'm out here on some back road, I swear I don't know. Whiskey train getting further from home. I don't water down my whiskey, I let it burn going down. Playing aces and eights, Lady Luck's not around. So cut the cards and deal, don't let me drink alone. Whiskey train getting further from home. Yeah, whiskey train, we're rolling, rolling again. Where the hell we going and where the hell we been? We're out here riding, riding alone. Whiskey train don't take me so far from home. There's a devil on my shoulder, he whispers in my ear. Take a shot of that old bourbon, I hear him real clear. He pours me a double, then rolls them ivory bones. Whiskey train getting further from home. Yeah, whiskey train, we're rolling, rolling again. Where the hell we going and where the hell we been? We're out here riding, riding alone. Whiskey train don't take me so far from home. Yeah, whiskey train, we're rolling, rolling again. Where the hell we going and where the hell we been? We're out here riding, riding alone. Whiskey train don't take me so far from home. Yeah, whiskey train don't take me so far from home.